Hi, I'm Francesca Mascarenas.
And I am Aaron Lingdo.
And you're watching Unscripted,
your one-stop destination to entertainment, fashion and style.
Only on WION. First up, we have the mesmerizing project directed by Mel Gibson after a hiatus of about 10 years. And the movie is Hacksaw Ridge.
I'm gonna get you home. There's something you gotta see.
Do you know, Francesca, this movie is based on the true story of a World War II Army medic who refused to bear arms.
Yeah, and later he received the Medal of Honor for saving many of his comrades. The movie's stellar cast, which includes Andrew Garfield, Vince Vaughn, Hugo Weaving, Teresa Palmer and Luke Bracey, has done an impeccable job of winning the hearts of the viewers.
I am in awe of biracial beauty queen Priyanka Yoshikawa, who walked away with the title of Miss World Japan.
I love the fact that she showed a lot of courage by taking part in this contest, even after all the criticism against biracial beauty queens representing Japan on a global platform.
Did you know that she is an elephant trainer too?
Way to go, Priyanka Yoshikawa!
And on another note, did I tell you that I envy Daniel Craig?
I am sure you have many reasons to envy him, especially if he is being offered a proposal that involves a lot of money.
The reports say that Sony has offered a whooping sum of $150 million to Daniel Craig. They want him to return as James Bond for 2 more movies. Behind-the-scene information says executives love him and are not ready to replace him, so money is not a concern anymore.
That is what I call as being indispensable.
Okay, so I have this amazing coverage of the first BRICS Film Festival to cheer you up.
What a great platform BRICS has created for all these talented filmmakers.
So many amazing films have been screened with the purpose of bringing cultures together. But having one amongst this pool of films means a lot to us and is really encouraging as we move forward with our careers. My co-writer, the person I built the whole project with, is from the village where we shot. So there was an insider and an outsider, me being born and brought up in a city and being trained in cinema. Those were 2 complementary brains that came together, and we tried to create a cinematic experience out of this authentic world.
I am already packing my bags for the next BRICS Film Festival, which will be hosted by China.
Well, then in that case, book me a ticket too, but not before we review the movie of the week,
which is Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe, a psychological thriller directed by Fede Alvarez, is ruling the box office. The movie is about 3 robbers who decide to rob a blind man. But the coin flips when the blind man's capabilities turn out to be more than expected.
That's your guy.
And the house reveals its secrets.
Messed up to rob a blind guy.
The film is receiving rave reviews. The movie earned 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. Daily News comments, masters the tension of Hitchcock. Los Angeles Times calls it a devious and demonstrative piece of home invasion and a lethal game of cat and mouse. Forbes says the best twist in years. Games and entertainment media company IGN comments, masterful at creating tension and dread. Associate Press calls it an instant classic. American film critic and journalist Peter Travers posted on Facebook. Director Fede Alvarez is as good as it gets when it comes to playing with things that go bump in the night. Social media responded heavily in favor of the movie. All in all, we give Don't Breathe a 9 on 10. Go watch Don't Breathe.
Coming up after the break, we have Francesca in conversation with the Indian celebrity actress Kalki. Welcome back. It's time to meet our special guest today.
Hi, I'm Francesca, and today we have with us Kalki. Such a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Francesca.
So we all love and know Kalki, the actor, director, producer. Tell us about Kalki, the traveler.
Kalki the Traveler has had a lot of experience in traveling since a very young age. I grew up in a family that was adventurous. Let's say my dad was adventurous. My mom was more book reading, intellectual. But my dad, manufactured hang gliders and microlights, small aircraft. So it was like a normal day to go on top of a mountain and fly off on a hang glider from the age of like 5. And I've been skiing. He was a ski instructor, so he taught me how to ski in Gulmarg in Kashmir. We've been biking together all over India and some parts of France as well when he wanted me to meet family there. So a lot of adventure and travel in my life.
So you've been biking since a very young age?
So I've not been biking because I've always been riding pillion at the back of my bike, my dad's bike. So that's what was exciting about this trip, to ride my own bike. Of course, I've ridden since a teenager. I've been riding bikes, but it's always been in Goa or in Pondi, and never like a proper bike trip, like a road trip.
Do you travel a lot in South Asia?
Yeah, mostly in India. Okay. I've not traveled much out of India. Bhutan, I visited Bhutan last year. That was really beautiful as well. So I've gone traveling in Thailand, in Japan, in Pakistan, in different parts of Asia, but I've not been on a motorbike trip.
What sort of adventure sports do you like partaking in?
Skiing, motorbiking. I learned how to dive. I went deep sea diving recently, so that was really fun. I got my license. And what else? I like surfing as well. I have a surf school outside my house in Pondicherry. So I'm not very good at it. I've just started learning. But it's fun.
Is there anything that scares you?
Yes, jumping off a plane. Like skydiving scares me. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I want to do that.
How does Kalki unwind?
Switching off my mobile phone helps a lot. Just getting off social media, getting off the work schedule and all that. Long bubble baths, reading books, trekking. I like walking in nature, so just getting into a really beautiful space and walking for miles.
Is there anything else from this experience, from your great escape, that you'd like to share with us?
I think for me it was also a lot of time with my dad, which I haven't had the luxury of spending since my career has sort of taken off. When I go see my dad in Bangalore, it's like we'll have dinner, sit in front of the TV, we'll talk about like mundane activities that we need to finish, like signing this check and getting the medical insurance renewed and things like that. So it's nice to not have all that baggage and just be on a trip where you're talking about childhood memories, or you're talking about what is the difference between rural life and urban life, you know, we're having arguments and questions on all these matters about the world. And we also forget to do that in our routine daily life, even with our friends. We talk about like what our career is up to and what we're doing and our daily problems, but rarely do we talk about the fundamental things that matter, like what is being a good person, what does it mean to be responsible, what do we care about our environment, what do we care about other human beings, what do we learn from them. These are the things that we do when we go traveling, and I think that's great.
What about your childhood memories, like you mentioned? Did any come alive while you were on this trip?
I mean, my dad talked a lot about his memories because he's had a really adventurous life. He gate crashed Charlie Chaplin's wedding.
Wow.
So Charlie Chaplin was living in France when my dad was a young boy, and there was a big wedding he'd thrown. And so my dad and his friend climbed, they wore tuxedos, they climbed over the fence and they showed up at Charlie Chaplin's wedding.
That's so cool.
So yeah, stuff like that.
What made you decide to do a travel show?
I think, yeah, I've not done much TV work because I'm not very sure how to be the celebrity on camera. I prefer being a character that, you know, I've developed and I know what I'm doing. I find it hard to be Kalki the celebrity on TV. But that was what was nice about Fox Life, that they didn't want to capture some celebrity. They just wanted to capture a sort of very organic relationship between father and daughter, and kind of keep the camera as invisible as possible. So more like they were just following us, and the temptation of having, you know, a TV show which is where you get to spend that kind of time with your family and be out in a place that you love, and ride a motorbike and get paid for it. It was too much.
I'm sure. Do you want to share any travel tips with your viewers?
Gear yourself out, know which weather conditions you're going into. I mean, if you're on a bike, you really need to be top to bottom, like ready with wind cheater, rain cheater, the right boots, helmets. As my dad says, always carry a knife. Not to kill anybody, but you know, there's always something to cut, you know, there's some technical thing, that ropes to cut or something to fix, and knife is always really, really handy.
What about some styling tips?
You got to go very denim and basic when it comes to styling for travel. Acid wash jeans and lots of t-shirts, like lots of top changes. Like bottoms you can get away with wearing, but I think you have to know that your top will get completely covered in mud or, you know, dirty by the end of the day, so you got to keep changing your clothes.
What about some beauty tips, because there's so many different kinds of weather that you're probably going through?
Yeah, you just have to cover yourself. I mean, like I was burning up in the sun, and I was wearing those, we have these like cool scarf things for biking, and sunglasses, and long sleeves and helmets. So I was completely covered, but I was still getting burned. I don't know how. So lots of sunscreen. Yeah, that's about it. Caps. Whenever we were off the bike, we were wearing caps. Always wear sunscreen.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us.
I love these celebrities and these sneak peeks into their lives. Now it's time for us to take you to Venice Film Festival.
Opening film La La Land certainly grabbed the attention of the viewers. The world's oldest film festival, the Venice Film Festival, began with a gala ceremony. This year's edition is dedicated to the recently deceased filmmakers Michael Cimino and Abbas Kiarostami. The world premiere of Damien Chazelle's musical La La Land was another highlight of the opening day. This movie is a musical comedy drama about pursuing one's dreams in Los Angeles. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling did a wonderful job portraying the characters in the movie. Polish filmmaker Jerzy Skolimarski was honored with the festival's Lifetime Achievement Award.
I'm delighted to be presenting my friend Jerzy with this well-deserved award tonight.
Over the course of days, various amazing movies premiered at the festival. Designer-turned-director Tom Ford presented his second film, a thriller named Nocturnal Animals, starring Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal and Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Japanese film Goko Roku was also showcased at the festival in Venice.
半年ぶりくらいあれちょっと痩せた
Various other film premieres included The Bad Batch, Jackie,
President Johnson would like nothing more than to fulfill your wishes, but I have to take into account his safety. The country couldn't endure another blow should any...
The Journey and Hacksaw Ridge.
All in all, I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm sure you are already looking forward to watch all these movies.
So did I. It's time for a break, so join us after to explore the style of Indian film star Sonakshi Sinha. And stay on to watch what's trending on the film and music charts this week.
Welcome back. It's time for my favorite part of the show, where we talk about celebrity style from Bollywood to Hollywood, where movie stars are fashion icons too. We will be exploring their style quotient on and off camera. So let's check out our celebrity for this week.
Indian actress Sonakshi Sinha seems to be very comfortable in her own skin. And so she's been able to look effortless, whether been snapped at the airport, at a coffee shop or at a promotional event. She's no size 0, but carries herself surprisingly well. Though she's able to look her best when she's wearing Indian outfits, her Western casual attire showcases her youthful, fun side.
No doubt our fashion and lifestyle magazines love her. She's the real girl in Bollywood. Sassy and confident. Here are a few tips to emulate her style. Get your ripped jeans out of your closet and team them with a nice pair of runners and elevate that look with a bomber jacket. And if you're heading to a cocktail event anytime soon, try a well-fitted pencil skirt with either a crop top or something just off the shoulders.
It's time to take a look at the charts. Here are the top 5 trending English songs this week. We begin with Ride by 21 Pilots, the third single from the duo's album titled Blurry Face, which has become a popular favorite. The song titled Closer by Chainsmokers is a perfect party number and has all the reasons to be trending right now. 2 years ago, Chainsmokers gave us the iconic song Selfie that topped all the charts, and now Closer is also gaining popularity. We then have Cold Water by Major Lazer featuring Justin Bieber. This is a perfect summer song that will definitely grow on you as you start to move to its peppy dance beats. Be patient with you, and I hope you know. Heathens by 21 Pilots is the recently released Suicide Squad's original soundtrack. The song is fresh and interesting, and the slow, soothing track has managed to connect with its audience. And to sum up our list, we have Cheap Thrills by Sia Furler, which is a very relatable Friday night track and has been trending for the last few weeks now. As long as I keep dancing.
I have been dancing to those numbers throughout the week, and I am ready to add the following Bollywood numbers to your playlist.
Raz Aakhe Teri.
sung by Arijit Singh for the Imran Hashmi film Raz Reboot, is currently trending at number 5.
राज आँखें तेरी सब बयां कर रही सुन रहा दिल तेरी खामोशियाँ.
At number 4 is So Asman by Arman Malik and Neeti Mohan in the film Baar Baar Dekho. It should definitely make it to the playlist this week.
ये जो अब हो रहा है कुछ अजब हो रहा है क्या यही प्यार का है एहसास.
सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई.
Tere Sang Yara from Bollywood movie Rustam is at number 3. It is a beautiful romantic number sung by Atif Aslam.
ओ तेरे संग यारा कुछ रंग बहारा तू रात दीवानी मैं जर्द सितारा.
At number 2 is Kala Chashma, a recreated version of an old Punjabi pop song from the upcoming Bollywood movie Baar Baar Dekho by Nitya Mehra. And topping the charts this week is the title song "Ae Dil Hai Mushkil" from the upcoming Karan Johar movie. "Ae Dil Hai Mushkil" got everyone humming along from the moment the movie's teaser was released. You will be hooked onto Arijit Singh's voice and Amitabh Bhattacharya's lyrics.
बनूं मैं तेरे काबिल तेरे बिना गुजारा ऐ दिल है मुश्किल.
I preferred spending my time binge watching the following Hollywood blockbusters. Let's look at the Hollywood films that are making waves at the box office.
Hi, boys.
DC Comics film Suicide Squad, about supervillains, featuring Will Smith and Margot Robbie, and directed by David Ayer, is still trending this week.
The hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Nothing really matters.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Fuck me, right?
The Sausage Party, which is an adult computer-animated comedy film directed by Greg Tiernan and Conrad Vernon, has also garnered a lot of adulation and made many fans.
Good luck. Have fun.
The American horror film Don't Breathe, directed by Fed Alvarez, has been able to please audiences around the world with its expert editing and sound design. They had a great opening weekend and continue to enjoy rave reviews.
There has to be a way out of here.
I was more engrossed into Bollywood blockbuster, so here is what I watched.
भाईजान confirm है फिर भाग गई.
Here's the list of Bollywood blockbusters for the week. At number 3,
कौन हो तुम? तुम कौन हो? Happy?
bringing together the flavors of India and Pakistan, is Happy Bhag Jayegi.
पागल खाने से नहीं पागल खाने में आई हूँ.
At number 3, it surely caught the eye.
एक बार हाथ खोल दे तेरा और तेरे इन टट्टुओं का हल बना के खेत ना जोतू तो हैप्पी नाम नहीं मेरा.
On the number 2 spot is A Flying Jat.
तबे गोविंद सिंह नाम कहाँ हूँ?
An ordinary man with superpowers. Indian actor Tiger Shroff managed to amuse the audience with his clumsy superhero act. And at number 1, Sonakshi Sinha shines in her first action role in the film Akira. Co-written, directed and produced by A.R. Murugadoss, and also features Anurag Kashyap in his acting debut.
वो जब उसको जैक से मारा तो मुंह पे मारना चाहिए था. एक्सीडेंट लगता. गलत लड़की को उठा लाया माने.
It is time for you to enjoy your weekend, listen to some music from our playlist,
or binge watch movies to relax over the weekend.
We will see you soon in the next episode of Unscripted.
Only on WeOn.